All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Real quick, all right. This Lord willing, I can continue with this, somewhat of a little series. All right, as I come across them, but I was just there, reading the scriptures and meditating, and I remembered how back in the world, you have people that say, "Oh, I don't believe in the Bible because it contradicts itself," you know, or so on and so forth. Which now, I always let them know, hey, listen, man, there's nowhere in the Bible that it contradicts itself. Rather, your understanding of the scriptures is what's contradictory. Okay, and I there's a perfect example here. Okay, and I'm just going to be comparing these two precepts here. Okay, Numbers 15 and 35 and Exodus 20 and 13. Okay, showing you that really what this isn't a contradiction, but it's more of you not understanding the scriptures. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna get into it because here, all right, in the commandments, all right, which there's 613 of them, not just 10, but the ones that are famously known are the 10 commandments. Okay, and so Exodus 20 and 13, it says here, "Thou shalt not kill." Okay, and people read this and they're like, okay, yeah, so you can't kill, you're not supposed to kill, so on and so forth. Now, what you got to understand is what right now what we're reading here, okay, which is why it's always good to go back into the language, into the Hebrew and the Greek and whatever language it is, because if you read this in the Hebrew, it's not the word there isn't kill. The word for kill there is let me see if I can pull it up. All right, ratazach, okay, which is murder. All right, I'm gonna go into it. Okay, let's click on that word right there, ratazach. Okay, so in the Hebrew it would be la'ah ratazach. All right, or yeah. So la'ah meaning do not or not kill. Now, when you go into the word, all right, as you can see here, it says what? To murder. All right, and then hitting the points: to murder, to slay, premeditated. All right, as avenger. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, man. Really, we're not supposed to be avenging ourselves because the Most High is gonna do that. Okay, but see here it says slayer intentional. Okay, to murder, assassinate, to murder, assassin, or murderer, assassin. Okay, so now there's a difference, all right, between a killing, a righteous killing, all right, and murder. Okay, murder, like you said, like it says here, is premeditated. Okay, so I'll give you an example. That's like you saying, yo, and most of the time, murder comes about based off of lust, which is even more evil. You know, that's why they say the it's not money's not evil. It's the love of money. All right, that's evil because you loving money is gonna cause you to now lust in your head, okay, for that money or whatever it may be. Now you might end up, what I mean, shooting somebody, okay, for their money. You're trying to rob somebody, all right, and guess what? You premeditate. I know this person is rich. I know they got so and so. I see all that on them, the ice and the chains and all that that's on them. I'm gonna go stick him up. I'm gonna go pull out a gun on him. All right. And in your mind, some people go as far as to, yeah, I'm gonna kill him. All right. Or some people go, or Salakia, I'm gonna murder him basically. Okay. Some people also go as far as setting people up to be murdered, so they can what? They can get their gains, and that's what? That's the murder comes about premeditated because now you're meditating on what you're gonna do because of so and so. Let's say you covet somebody's belongings. Now you're premeditating in your mind. Okay, all right. If I could set him up and get him killed, then I can get what he has. You know, that's murder. All right, but showing you here because if you were to read this without the understanding, okay, to the average, which what I mean, the average mind, what are you gonna see? You're gonna see here, okay, Exodus 20 and 13, thou shalt not kill. Okay, but when you go to Numbers 15 and 32, I'm gonna read the whole thing. It says, And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. Okay, and according to the law, all right, strictly according to the law, you're not supposed to do any form of work on the Sabbath. Now, this was before Yahushua came on the scene. So, mind you, they were straight up with that. It was just the law or nothing, man. So here's what happened. It says, and they found him, and they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron inward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, that the man shall be surely put to death. So he's going to be killed. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. All right. So when I'm read verse 36, it says, and all the congregation brought him without the camp, and they stoned him with stones, and he died as Yahweh commanded Moses. But wait, you're going to be like, hold up. The Lord commanded them to kill him, but didn't the Lord command Moses, thou shalt not kill? Oh, no. What's going on here? And that's what the average mind, that's what they think. But now you have the understanding, okay, hold on. It says here, thou shalt not murder. Okay. But here, they didn't murder him because it wasn't a premeditated thing. He broke the law. Okay. And the penalty of that is death. So guess what? It says here, that's why in verse 34, it even tells you what? And they put him inward because it was not declared what should be done to him. See? So they saw him breaking the law, all right? And so they brought him on to Moses and Aaron, and then, the Lord basically brought the answer down. Had it been premeditated, they would have straight up did what they did, because in their mind, they're already like, all right, cool. I'm meditating, that I want to put this guy to death. I want to stone him to death. So what do I need to bring him to Aaron and Moses for? And seek what the Lord wants us to do with him. So there's the difference between the two. Okay, this man was killed because he broke the law. He was put to death, but he wasn't murdered. Okay, he wasn't murdered. There's a difference between the two. All right, and that's why really, it's the Holy Spirit has to reveal it onto you. But that's why you have to learn. All right, and the scriptures tell you, man, which one do I even want to get? Let me see. Wise. Slug. Okay, I think it's this one. 1 Corinthians 3:18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Okay? Why? Because guess what? You may have your PhD, you may have so on and so forth, but when you come into the truth, the knowledge, guess what? You now have to start all over again. That's why it says let him become a fool. Now you don't know anything, all right? Or you don't know anything concerning the truth. So now you have to be taught again. So you're starting off basically like a fool because you have no knowledge of the truth. All right? So you have to come like that. You have to come humble and accept that you don't know anything, and then be taught that you may become wise. Okay? And once you're and once you do that, okay, that's when you understand certain things. Okay, hold on. I used to think that this was a contradiction, but now I understand that there's a difference. In Exodus 20 and 13, the word for kill, because it's in English, we take it at face value that it's the same thing, but now I understand that in the Hebrew, it's murder. So really what the Lord told Moses here was, thou shalt not murder. Okay? And so when I read in Numbers 15, now I understand that what they did there wasn't murder. So this is not a contradiction, because the Lord ultimately commanded them to stone him to death. And if you weren't, hey, to the ignorant mind, you'd be like, whoa, hold on, why is the Lord telling Moses to do one thing here and then telling him to do the opposite of that, here? But now you understand that that's not that. Now you understand what really happened over here, But that was really it. Lord willing, that was edifying. But that's the thing. There's a lot of precepts that are in the scriptures that if you don't have the understanding, all right, which scriptures tell you here. All right, if you don't have the understanding, you'd think, oh yeah, whatever, it's I don't believe it. See, there's a contradiction right there. See, blah 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 blah. No, all right, it's deeper than that. So this is Hebrews 5:12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God. But the thing is, the one teaching you again has to be who? A man of the Lord, set up in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because these people, all right, some of these pastors out here who went to these theological schools and whatever, they were taught, but they weren't taught by men of the Lord. That's why most of them, they don't know the basics of the scriptures. A lot of them don't even know the milk. Okay? But they're out here claiming to be teaching, so on and so forth. So it says these are the first principles of the oracles of the Most High. Yeah, because in order to even go out there and teach anything, you have to be taught so you can understand what it is, all right, that you're saying or you're teaching. All right? And that's why you have to also study so you can give every man an answer. So you're not out here getting tripped up, getting confounded out there, because we're representing the Lord ultimately. So study, study, and like it says here, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat, because we all have to start somewhere, okay, and then eventually grow. You don't shove steak down a baby's throat. No, they start with milk. All right. But Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.